tell us what you know, first off, about the Gastown Public Spaces Plan. What is the plan exactly?
Yeah, so we've been working quite closely in collaboration with the city and consultants and different stakeholders around the neighborhood to build sort of a more holistic approach to how things are being done when, infrastructure updates and programming and different projects are being put forth for the neighborhood. So this plan really has come from, as you mentioned, quite a few years. It started with a motion from council. It started with a ton of advocacy work from the GBIS, so from our organization, about the need for more investment in our neighborhood and more holistic approaches when it comes to looking at investing in the neighborhood. So what this plan is really a holistic framework to look at how things can be done moving forward to really lean into that, and it takes into consideration, a ton of different models, and it really is kind of a look at the future, and will be used to kind of help guide moving forward.
And when you say holistic, what does that mean?
It means, not just, piecemeal work here and there. We've seen it in the past with, Blood Alley Square gets done, but it doesn't really look at the context of the rest of the neighborhood. We've seen it, with asphalt repairs in the past. What does this look like when you're looking at the whole look and feel of Gastown? It's such an iconic neighborhood. And so it really is looking at what does, it look like as a whole, not just Water Street, but our side streets, Cordova Street, and how it plays with each other when you make these updates.
And tell me about the plan to make Gastown more pedestrian friendly, because I always think of it now as, fairly pedestrian friendly, and that we've got one lane of traffic now on Water Street, all of it tending to move very, very slowly, and, pedestrians seem to rule.
Yeah, and we totally agree with you. We don't feel, the need to close Water Street to make it pedestrian. We've always felt Gastown has been a pedestrian-first neighborhood. And I think, last year we saw some upgrades throughout the neighborhood that really helped, slow down some of that commuter traffic on Water, divert them to two-way Cordova. That was part of the two-way Cordova move. So we really felt like, and we saw in the statistics that Water Street was more pedestrian friendly than ever. That flexible, multimodal Water Street that really just allowed slower traffic, more people focused, spill out of patios for businesses. So we did really see the success, and then we saw our Sunday closures, the 1 day a week of having car-free Gastown, and what sort of quick changes to bring events to the neighborhood can do. So we saw the importance of programming on those Sundays rather than just closing a street down for people. And we really, we're starting to see the dial move in success when it comes to what that looks like and what the future of, what pedestrian first really truly means for Gastown.
Elise, Gastown has often been, thought of as a tourist area, and in some ways just like a strictly tourist area, in that there are lots of shops that sell cheaply made souvenirs. There's the steam clock that for some reason people will gather around. What about the idea of turning it into some place Vancouverites want to be?
Yeah, and we see it as such a diverse neighborhood, but for us, locals really are the most important people not the most important, I shouldn't say that, but are very, very important. They're there 365 days of the year, and it really is a special place for locals. I think everyone has a special memory of Gastown and has spent nights out or days shopping. And a lot of our shops really do actually cater towards locals. We have a ton of independent shops. We have a ton of destination locations. So our focus really is to keep those locals coming, and any design changes really highlight that and ensure that locals are being heard and feel, Gastown is their neighborhood.
A little while back, I spoke to a couple of merchants who have been there for a very long time, talking about some of their struggles with public disorder, with break-ins, with shoplifting, and sometimes very open shoplifting, basically being threatened by people as they walk out of the store with goods. What do you do about that?
Yeah, that's such a challenging thing, and not something that just Gastown is experiencing. It's
Sure.
citywide. It's downtown has their struggles. Every neighborhood does, and it's actually an issue around the world too. Our neighbors next door in the U.S. are experiencing it in their downtown. So we're just kind of at this height, and unfortunately, from our perspective, we're continuing to advocate for resources and services, housing, mental health and addiction, at the provincial and federal level, as well as just the importance of making sure people are being safely treated. So I think that's such a challenging one that is really over our head.
And how do you do all of this and respect the heritage of the area? I mean, even the cobbles. I mean, I know the cobbles were installed in the 1970s. I know we all love the sound of them clicking and clacking as the cars drive over them because a lot of them are loose now. But how do you preserve all of that?
Yeah, and that's been such an important thing, especially for the business district. We know, that 1970 design has been so key in the identity of Gastown. We know, those light fixtures, again, are also a big part of who we are. And so we really, as, design progress moves forward, that's super key, ensuring, the red, black, and granite stays. The pavers continue. It's not, it's paver to paver, not asphalt being poured down. Whatever we can keep from the current design and, move into side streets on Cordova or any of our other side streets, it will be super key. So we will be really from our level advocating and ensuring that the heritage remains and that our identity is intact as we move forward.
And are you anticipating any pushback to the plan?
I'm hoping not. We're really hopeful. There's been so much time and energy and collaboration put into this and lots of learnings. I mean, we saw such a transition from the first pilot to the second pilot. So there's been a lot that's put into this. So we're really hoping that we can continue to build off of this momentum. It will be super, super key moving forward. So yeah, we're hopeful. We're hopeful that we can push forward and continue to see these changes and these needed investments in the neighborhood.
All right. Elise, thank you so much for taking our call so early. We appreciate it, and good luck today at Council.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me.
All right. You take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
That's Elise Yurkowski, Executive Director of the Gastown Business Improvement Society.